Okay, guys, so in today's video, we're actually going to be talking about my very first time smoking carts. Now, this isn't my first time smoking weed. I more or less classify that as like smoking flower. But this is my first time smoking carts, so I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, hit that like and subscribe button, drop a little comment down below, and whatever else is going on. But we're just going to hop up into this video, so yeah. Okay, so I can't actually remember the exact year or whatever it was when this happened, but I do know I was 12 years old, and at this time, I was still living with my aunt. Now, during this week, she actually went on vacation with my grandma and her husband. They went to like Australia or Fuji or something crazy like that. All I know is they went on this crazy vacation, and she didn't bring me, my brother, or my cousin. So, my uncle actually came over for the week to stay with us and basically watch us, make sure we were going to school, not getting in trouble, and doing what we're supposed to, you know what I mean? Now, honestly, that wasn't the best choice of a parental figure to keep around us, as you'll like kind of learn in this video. Now, I'm not really going to speak much on what happened throughout the week or make any more videos about like her stint on vacation because not really too much interesting things actually happened. Really just, me hitting carts for the first time and a little extra treat I'm going to throw in there, which I do not condone. It was pretty fucked up, but I got to throw it in there anyways because it is a part of the story time. Now, I want to say probably about 2, 3 days into the vacation, I was going to school, going to karate, and coming home just like normal. And actually, I believe one of these days of the week, we actually got locked out of the house because of my brother. He went out to go do something, but actually ended up locking the doors. He didn't go to school that day, and it resulted in us kicking the cat door and me sliding through to let us in. But I think like the next day after that, I was going up to my great grandma's house, sorry about that, to, hand her like some mail or something. I had some sort of great grandson duty to do for my great grandmother and great grandfather at the time. So, whatever that was, I ended up basically completing that task and coming on back down the hill. Now, on my little like 1 2 minute walk back down this hill to get down to my aunt's house, my brother and my uncle are actually kind of like in between my destination. So they're kind of like on this road in between both ways. And this is like a private road, so there aren't like other people around. It's just me and my family, you know what I mean? So, now at this age, I'm pretty sure, like most of you, I kind of looked up to the older people in my family that were more looser around like discipline and stuff like that. More fun having people in my family, and I liked hanging around them more. So when I saw them kind of in between, where I was going, I kind of went up to them and I kind of wanted to hang out with them a little bit. And I can't exactly remember what led up to it, but I'm pretty sure they started like being high. They were kind of like, he, we should let him hit it, yeah. And I think they kind of talked about it for a few seconds, and eventually they were like, yeah, let's let him hit the cart. So they hand me this crazy ass, probably fake bunk ass cart from nobody knows where. If I actually remember correctly, I think they were the oh damn, what was the name? Okay, I had to think for a second and actually pull it up online, but it was the dank vapes. If anyone remembers the dank vapes, I can guarantee these were 100% boof fake carts from some random black market plug that was just filling them with filler and bullshit. 100%. There's no doubt in my mind. But I ripped this pen, and I want to say I didn't give it too big of a rip, but I gave it like maybe one or two small little baby rips. They didn't want me to like rip it too hard or anything. And I shit you not, within like 20 seconds, they were sitting there like giggling, saying my eyes were all glossy. And to be like fully honest, I didn't feel like a single thing. I didn't feel anything. I know they say, your very first time smoking, you won't feel anything. And I guess that's kind of what that was. Even though I ripped this cart, which is probably bunk, but had some form of THC in it anyways. So they were clearly getting high. But for me, maybe my eyes did get glossy, but I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel like I felt anything. It definitely doesn't feel like it feels now when I'm getting stoned. But nonetheless, I ripped that cart. They kind of giggled about my eyes and raved about that for a few minutes. And then we ended up going back inside. And now here's this little tidbit, little gift, which I clearly said earlier I do not condone. But we were all very, very young. And he was very, very stupid. But all we're basically going to get at is my brother decided it would be just like the best idea to like blink out the dank vape and like enclose my aunt's dog's face and blow all of the smoke into her face. And now it's not like a big dog. If you know what like a mountain feist is, you can look up mountain feist. I'm not going to put one on the screen, but you can look up mountain feist. And he basically blows this blinker into her face. And I think about like 5 minutes after she started like shaking, and she like basically walked herself. She walked herself into my aunt's bedroom, got into her bed, and she basically passed out for like 2 days. I thought she was dead. My brother was literally freaking out. He thought he killed my aunt's dog with weed. But she ended up waking up and she's like completely fine. So yeah. But that was my very first time smoking cards. So I know it's probably not the best story time, but I'm hoping you'll bear with it. I'm hoping you guys enjoyed it. So, like I said, if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any more suggestions, any ways I can make these better, or if you have any similar stories like this you would like to tell me about your first time smoking cards, please put those down in the comments. I would really, really love to hear them. And I'm going to get out of here. Peace.